The air feels a little sharper today, like the smell of ozone before a storm. I'm Sloan Rivera.
And I'm Julian Vance. You're tuned into Stereo Current at stereocurrent.neuralnewscast.com, your daily frequency for the records that matter and the rumors that might.
Julian, it's rare that we get two titans of the indieverse announcing within the same breath. But here we are. The icons are reclaiming the throne.
Yeah, it's a good day for the analog souls and the digital punks alike, Sloan. Where are we starting the needle?
We have to start with the queen of the provocative. Peaches is finally ending her 10-year silence. On February 20th, we get No Lube, So Rude. And honestly, if that title doesn't tell you she's still got that jagged electroclash edge, nothing will.
10 years is a lifetime in the electronic scene, but Peaches isn't a trend chaser, she's a trend maker. What's truly fascinating to me is the label move. She signed with Kill Rock Stars for this one. That is a marriage of icons right there.
Exactly. It's poetic, isn't it? Kill Rock Stars has always been the sanctuary for the boundary pushers, the ones who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. It suggests a return to that raw, genre-blending philosophy that made her a cultural phenomenon in the early 2000s.
It's part of this wider Canadian resurgence we're seeing, too. Between her and the news from Broken Social Scene and Metric, Toronto and Montreal are feeling like the epicenter again. But she is not the only one coming back to the fray.
No. The internet practically buckled under the weight of the Mitski news. 8th studio album, Julian. Nothing's About to Happen to Me, dropping February 27th.
Yep, the master of the emotionally resonant gut punch. From Bury Me at Makeout Creek to now, she has this way of navigating personal voids that feels universal. That title? It's classic Mitski. It's a shrug and a scream at the same time.
Her lyrics always feel like a secret you weren't supposed to hear. With her devoted following, February is suddenly looking like the most high-stakes month for indie music we've seen in years.
It's a heavy month for the art, but the industry infrastructure is also going through a bit of a midlife crisis, or maybe a rebirth. Did you catch the Billboard Power 100 notes?
The year of the human. Sir Lucian Grange sounds like he's trying to build a moat around artistry to protect it from the AI flood. It's a nice sentiment, but BMG's Thomas Koesfeld seems to think AI will just be the new studio assistant.
It's the tension of 2026, isn't it? On one hand, you have CAA and Emma Banks talking about artist burnout and ethical ticketing, which, let's be real, is long overdue. And on the other, you have this aggressive catalog acquisition. The machine wants the old hits, while the humans are trying to make new ones.
That's where Duetti comes in. They just raised $200 million to bridge that gap. They're letting indie artists, even those making as little as $2,000 a year, monetize their catalogs. It's democratization, Julian, or at least a very expensive version of it.
It's about access. If you aren't in the top 1%, you've historically been locked out of those big catalog deals. Duetti is closing 80 deals a month now. That's a lot of artists getting a check that doesn't involve a label debt.
And speaking of bypassing the gatekeepers, have you looked at ROKK? The streaming platform founded by the Camelot and Mentalist guys. They just launched a direct music upload feature.
I love the philosophy there. No minimum stream threshold for royalties, no percentage cut from the artist payout. It's built for the heavy music scene, but it feels like a blueprint for how streaming could actually work if it wasn't a race to the bottom.
It's the direct-to-fan dream. If the Billboard Power 100 is the view from the penthouse, ROKK Joy is the view from the garage, where the band is actually practicing. It's refreshing.
Speaking of garages and legacies, we have to talk about the man of the hour in Manchester. Noel Gallagher just picked up the BRIT for Songwriter of the Year.
3 decades of Oasis and the High-Flying Birds. And after that reunion tour sold 1 million albums in a single year, it's less of an award and more of a coronation. 3 Oasis albums in the UK top 5 simultaneously, that's not nostalgia, that's a fever.
It's the Gallagher world, we're just living in it. But the Brits are looking forward too. Olivia Dean and Lola Young leading the nominations, it's a good balance. And the BBC is leaning into that UK indie heritage with a new 6 music stream launching this summer.
the Indie Forever expansion. 80% UK artists, everything from The Smiths to Wolf Alice. It's basically a curated history of why we love the station. They're digging into the BBC archives for live sessions, which is where the real magic is.
It's that regional storytelling. Speaking of regional, the North is busy. Ghost Rocket just launched SkyRocket Records in Canada. Luke Danilon is basically saying talent isn't the problem, it's the lack of a global machine for indie artists.
Right, they're offering management, sync, global PR, all the things that usually require signing your soul away to a major. It's a 15-year-old company finally scaling up to meet the moment. And they're doing a ticket giveaway with Billboard Canada all month.
It's a good time to be an artist in the Great White North. But let's look at the new arrivals. Hallie Grace is building some serious momentum for her debut, Motivation, coming in March.
Her voice is distinctive, confessional, but with a pop sensibility that doesn't feel manufactured. The final single, You're My Person, drops February 13th. There's a premiere at V13 earlier that week that people should keep an eye on.
And we can't forget the New Music Friday we just lived through. Silver Sun Pickups and Jay Buchanan leading the charge. But the real surprise? Hayley Williams has a new band called Power Snatch.
Power Snatch, I love it. It's gritty, it's fresh. And then you have Rolling Blackout's Coastal Fever returning after 3 years with a 6.5-minute jam. They hadn't come back to play it safe.
Safe is boring, Sloan. Even the veterans are shaking it up. The Black Keys are going back to those bluesy roots, and Peter Gabriel is teasing us with more tracks from his upcoming record. It's a rich tapestry right now.
It feels like the industry is finally realizing that human isn't just a buzzword for 2026. It's the only thing that actually sells records. Whether it's Peaches being rude or Mitski being melancholy, we're here for the mess of it.
The mess is where the best songs live. That's our time for today. I'm Julian Vance.
And I'm Sloan Rivera. Keep your ears open and your stylus clean. This has been Stereo Current. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.